Moonlit Tales. Asia presents stories from the past, where love, fate, and darkness intertwine. There are nights when the moon feels strangely alive, not merely a cold sphere hanging in the heavens, but something ancient, something watching for thousands of years. Children across China have stared upward into its silver glow and whispered the same name, Chang'e, the woman who lives upon the moon, the immortal goddess draped in flowing silk, the lonely figure hidden behind pale clouds and endless starlight, the woman who drank the elixir of eternity and left the mortal world forever. But legends are rarely as simple as they first appear. Some say Chang'e was selfish, others believe she was brave. Some tell her story as a warning about immortality. Generation after generation continues to remember her, not with fear but with sorrow. Because at the heart of the legend lies something painfully human, a love that could not survive heaven itself. Long before kingdoms rose and fell before emperors, carved their names into history, the world existed in an age where gods still walked among mortals. The heavens were ruled by celestial beings, whose power shaped mountains, rivers, storms, and stars. Humanity lived beneath their gaze, fragile and powerless. Against the forces of nature, and among the countless wonders of heaven, there were 10 suns. They were not merely balls of fire. According to legend, each sun was a divine three-legged crow born from the heavenly emperor himself. Every day, one of the sun crows crossed the sky in a golden chariot, bringing warmth and light to the earth. The other 9 rested beyond the horizon, waiting for their turn. For countless years, balance remained undisturbed, until one disastrous morning when all 10 suns rose together. At first, the world marveled at the spectacle. 10 blazing suns illuminated the heavens like rivers of molten gold. The sky burned with unbearable brilliance. But wonder soon became terror. The rivers began to dry. Forests burst into flames. The soil cracked open beneath the heat, crops withered in the fields before they could be harvested. Animals collapsed from exhaustion. Entire villages burned beneath the merciless sky. People prayed desperately for mercy, but the suns did not descend day after day. The earth suffered beneath the endless fire. The heavenly emperor watched the chaos unfold from above, and finally he acted. Across the celestial kingdom, there was one name spoken with respect above all others: Hou Yi, the greatest archer ever. Born tall and fearless, Hou Yi possessed strength said to rival the storms themselves. His arrows never missed their target. His courage was unmatched among both mortals and immortals. The heavenly emperor summoned him to the celestial court. Humanity stands on the edge of extinction. You alone possess the skill to save them. Hou Yi knelt before the throne. I will restore balance. The emperor gifted him a divine bow forged from heavenly jade and arrows capable of piercing the skies themselves. So Hou Yi descended to earth. The world he found below was dying. The air shimmered with unbearable heat. Children cried beside empty wells. Smoke darkened the horizon in every direction. Hou Yi climbed to the summit of Kunlun Mountain, where the heavens seemed close enough to touch. There, beneath the blazing fury of 10 suns, he drew his bow. The first arrow flew like lightning. A deafening cry echoed through the heavens as one sun shattered into flames. The sky trembled. The people below stared upward, in disbelief. Then Hou Yi fired again. A second sun fell. Then a third. One by one, the suns vanished from the heavens, crashing beyond the horizon in explosions of fire and smoke. The remaining suns panicked. For the first time, the divine creatures understood fear, but Hou Yi did not stop. His arrows pierced the sky with unstoppable precision. By the time the 9th sun fell, silence covered the world. Only one remained. Some say the final sun begged for mercy. Others claim Hou Yi spared it because the earth still needed warmth and light. Whatever the truth may be, Hou Yi lowered his bow, and balance returned to the world. Rain fell upon the scorched lands. Rivers flowed once more. Life slowly returned to the earth. Humanity celebrated Hou Yi as a savior. Songs were written in his honor. Kings invited him into their courts. Common people bowed as he passed through villages, but despite all the praise, Hou Yi's heart remained strangely empty until the day he met her in one quiet village surrounded by flowering plum trees lived a young woman named Chang'e. Unlike the nobles who dressed in silk and jewels, Chang'e possessed a beauty untouched by vanity. Her presence was gentle calm. People often compared her to moonlight reflected upon still water. She moved. With elegance, spoke with kindness, and carried herself with quiet wisdom. Beyond her years, when Hou Yi first saw her, legend says the noise of the world itself seemed to fade. For the first time since saving humanity, the great hero forgot about glory, only saw her. Chang'e, however, did not fall in love with the famous archer because of his strength. She saw the loneliness hidden behind his heroic image. Though the world worshipped Hou Yi, he lived burdened by responsibility and expectations. Everyone saw a legend Chang'e, saw a man, and slowly they fell in love. Their marriage became celebrated across the land. People believed heaven itself had blessed their union. For a time, the two lived peacefully together in a small home far from royal courts and celestial politics. Hou Yi hunted in the mountains, Chang'e tended the garden and played music beneath lantern light in the evenings. Though many envied them, the couple desired nothing more than an ordinary life together. But heaven had not forgotten. Hou Yi's deeds, and immortality always comes with a price. Years passed after the fall of the 9 suns. As mortals aged around him, Hou Yi began to realize something unsettling. Though time touched his face slowly, it touched everyone else. Much faster, friends. Grew old villages changed. Entire generations disappeared like drifting leaves one day. Hou Yi journeyed once again to the sacred Kunlun Mountains in search of answers. There, hidden among clouds and ancient jade palaces, ruled one of the most mysterious beings in Chinese mythology, the Queen Mother of the West. She was an immortal goddess, older than empires themselves. Some feared her, others worshipped her. It was said she guarded the secrets of eternal life. After hearing Hou Yi's story and witnessing the sincerity of his heart, the Queen Mother rewarded him for saving humanity from a crystal vessel. She presented a glowing elixir, a potion capable of granting immortality. Drink this, and you shall ascend to heaven free from death forever. But her expression darkened. The elixir is enough for only one soul. Hou Yi stared silently at the vial. For countless heroes, immortality would have been the ultimate reward. But Hou Yi thought only of Chang'e. What meaning did eternity hold if he must spend it alone? He thanked the goddess, but chose not to drink the potion. Instead, he carried it home. That evening, beneath the soft glow of lanterns, Hou Yi revealed the elixir to Chang'e. She listened quietly as he explained its power. "You should drink it," she whispered. "How?" Yi shook his head immediately. "And leave you behind." Chang'e lowered her eyes. "No mortal life lasts forever. Then I would rather live a short life beside you than endless centuries without you." For a long moment, neither spoke. Outside wind rustled through bamboo leaves beneath the moonlight. Finally, Chang'e smiled softly, and together they hid the elixir away. They chose love over immortality, or so they believed. Not all men admired Hou Yi for noble reasons. Among his students was a man named Peng Meng, though. Skilled with weapons, Peng Meng lacked honor. He envied Hou Yi's fame and secretly desired the power his master possessed. When rumors of the immortal elixir spread, greed consumed him completely. He became obsessed with obtaining it. Days passed as he watched the couple carefully waiting for the perfect moment. That moment came during the festival of the full moon. Villagers filled the streets with music and lanterns, while Hou Yi traveled into the mountains for hunting. Chang'e remained home, alone. As night deepened, Peng Meng approached the house carrying a sword. Chang'e sensed danger immediately. The moment she opened the door, Peng Meng forced his way inside. "Give me the elixir," he demanded. Chang'e backed away slowly. "I don't know what you're talking about. Do not lie to me. I know Hou Yi keeps it here." The room fell silent, except for the trembling sound of lantern flames. Chang'e understood the truth instantly. If Peng Meng gained immortality, countless lives could suffer. He was ambitious, cruel, and hungry for power. But Hou Yi was far away. No one could help her. Peng Meng advanced closer. Sword raised, handed over. Chang'e glanced toward the hidden place where the elixir rested. In that moment, she faced an impossible choice. She surrendered the potion. Evil would triumph. If she drank it, she might never see Hou Yi again. Tears filled her eyes. Then before Peng Meng could stop her, Chang'e seized the elixir and swallowed it. The effect was immediate. A cold silver light surrounded her body. The room shook violently as wind burst through the windows. Peng Meng stumbled backward in terror. Chang'e felt herself becoming weightless. Her feet slowly lifted from the ground. "No," she whispered. The immortal power surged through her like moonlight flooding the night sky. She rose higher and higher, drifting beyond the roof of the house into the heavens. Below her, the earth grew distant. Chang'e cried out for Hou Yi, but only silence answered. Legend says she could have ascended fully into heaven, but her heart refused to leave the mortal world behind. So instead, she chose the moon, the closest place to earth, close enough to watch over the man she loved. And there Chang'e became immortal. When Hou Yi returned home, the celebration lanterns had already begun to fade. Something felt wrong immediately. The house stood open. Furniture lay overturned, and Chang'e was nowhere to be found. Villagers spoke fearfully of strange winds and silver, light rising into the sky. Then Hou Yi looked upward. The moon glowed brighter than he had ever seen before, and within its pale radiance, he saw her, a distant figure floating among clouds of white mist. Chang'e Hou Yi dropped his bow. Chang'e, he called her name again and again, but no matter how loudly he shouted, she could not return. The heavens had separated them forever. For the first time in his life, the hero who had defeated the suns felt powerless. He fell to his knees beneath the moonlight. Every night, Hou Yi placed Chang'e's favorite fruits and cakes beneath the moon, an offering for the woman beyond his reach. Villagers who witnessed his devotion began doing the same. And slowly, a tradition was born. Chang'e's new home was unlike any place on earth. The moon palace shimmered with silver jade and crystal towers, untouched by time. Everything was silent there. No birds sang, no rivers flowed. Only endless moonlight stretched across the cold heavens. At first, Chang'e wandered its halls. Alone, immortality, she soon discovered, was not the same as happiness. She could see the earth below. She could watch seasons change and lanterns glow in distant villages. But she could never touch the mortal world again. Never feel warm rain upon her skin. Never sit beside Hou Yi beneath flowering trees. Eternity became a prison made of silver light. Yet Chang'e was not entirely alone. Beside her lived the Jade rabbit. According to legend, the rabbit was a sacred creature sent by the gods day and night. It stood beside a stone mortar, endlessly pounding herbs into powder. Some said it was creating another elixir of immortality. Others believed it searched for a cure to loneliness itself. The Jade rabbit became Chang'e's only companion across endless centuries, and together they watched humanity from above. Years became centuries. Centuries became legends. Dynasties rose and collapsed beneath the moon. Chang'e called home, yet her story survived. Parents told it to their children beneath lantern. Light poets wrote of her sorrow. Artists painted her floating across silver clouds in flowing silk robes. Eventually, Chang'e became more than a tragic figure. She became a symbol of longing, of sacrifice, of love, separated by impossible distance during the Mid-Autumn Festival. Families gathered beneath the brightest full moon of the year. To honor her, tables filled with mooncakes, tea pomelos, and incense offerings. Children carried glowing lanterns through crowded streets, while elders recited the ancient tale, because the festival was never truly about immortality. It was about reunion. Families separated by war distance or time looked upon the same moon and remembered those they loved. And somewhere above them all, Chang'e watched silently, forever, near humanity, forever separated from it. There is an old Chinese saying, "Though separated by thousands of miles, we share the same moon." For generations, those words carried special meaning. Travelers whispered them while far from home. Lovers spoke them. During painful separation, families remembered them during times of war, because no matter how distant people become from one another, they can still look toward the same moonlight, the same moon. Chang'e inhabits, and perhaps that is why humanity continues to love her story after thousands of years, not because she became immortal, but because she reminds us that love often survives, even when people cannot remain together. Tonight, somewhere in the world, a child will look upward at the moon and search for the shape of a woman drifting among the light. Perhaps they will see the Jade rabbit beside her. Perhaps they will imagine the silver palace hidden beyond the clouds. Or perhaps they will simply feel what generations before them have felt. A strange mixture of beauty and sadness. Because Chang'e's legend was never merely about gods or magic. It was about choice, about sacrifice, about the unbearable distance between love and eternity. And even now, after thousands of years, the moon goddess still watches silently from above, waiting beneath endless silver skies for the man she loved long ago. This story is retold and adapted by Moonlit Tales Asia. Inspired by traditional folklore, please do not copy, re-upload, or redistribute this content in any form without permission.